Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Police in Two Rivers today said they did not expect any charges in the death of 7-year-old Jacob Baer.
That boy went missing Saturday afternoon. He was found dead in the West Twin River Sunday morning after an extensive search effort. Jason Zimmerman spoke with investigators today. He's live in our Fox Valley newsroom with the first alert update. Jason.
Bill, police say so far the investigation points to this being a tragic incident. There is an autopsy scheduled for Friday as the community continues to honor Jacob's memory. Students at Koenig Elementary in Two Rivers dressing in green Tuesday morning as a way to honor second grader Jacob Baer by wearing his favorite color. Police say the loss of the boy after a massive search this weekend has been tough on everyone who helped out.
I heard he was a very bubbly personality. He liked to run, liked to play, loved pine cones. SRO at his school spoke very highly of him. Just a very nice boy, but very energetic. So it makes it all the more tragic that it happened around the holidays.
Police say Jacob, who lived with autism, was last seen outside Saturday afternoon near his home in the 1800 block of School Street when his father told him to come inside. Instead, Jacob ran off, and when his father could not find him, he called police. That led to a search involving drones and a helicopter. Jacob was eventually found in about 6 feet of water Sunday morning, not far from the shoreline of the West Twin River.
At this point now, it looks like it was a very tragic accident. We have no reason to believe there's any sort of foul play or anything suspicious.
To avoid a similar tragedy, police continue to warn other parents about the danger of the ice as it's just starting to freeze up.
And especially if you're the parents of young children, keeping those children away from the ice. Children don't quite understand sometimes how dangerous it could be. Yes, there are areas that can maybe hold their weight, but at the same time, there's patches of ice that are open water. There's just dangerous areas all over the river.
This incident marks the second time a child has been found dead after going missing in Two Rivers this year. 3-year-old Elijah Vu's disappearance attracted a national spotlight. Reporting live in the Fox Valley News from Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.